the focus of this conversation is around the property market. So that's where we'll start. Um, the I will make my controversial picks later on. But in relation to the mortgage market, if, as predicted, the interest rates start to come down next year, okay? And for me, that's a very big if, okay? Even though the so-called experts are predicting it, for years, these experts were predicting the rates were going to go up. And that didn't happen for many, many years. So my thoughts on that would be, I'm going to give two scenarios here. I'm going to give a scenario if the rates are to come down, and I'm going to give a scenario. So maybe I'm covering my bets here a little bit, but this is something that I can't. I'd be more leaning on the side that the rates won't come down as quickly as people would want, given there's still a lot of uncertainty in the world. We still have the war going on in the Ukraine, and we still then have the Middle East situation. I'm not an expert. I'm not any, but I don't fully understand the implications of, if that continues to escalate, what impact that will have on the world. But it won't be good. Would be my view. And as far as the interest rate, just at one particular segment is all revolved around inflation. So if inflation doesn't come down as quickly as they're predicting, then rates will not come down. That's this kind of, if you want to kind of find a crude way of looking at this, right? So what are the implications of the Middle East on inflation? And I don't know the answer, but I wouldn't be as absolutely convinced that it wouldn't have some impact. So that being the case, I'd be more leaning towards rates not coming down as quickly as people would like. So if that is the case, my prediction would be very much along the lines of, depending on what part of Ireland people are buying, I'm going to subdivide my prediction. Okay. Dublin will show probably zero or very little price increase if the interest rates don't come down. I think we've reached the point whereby Dublin prices are too expensive for the amount of money that people are looking to borrow. And if banks can't lend more money based on the interest rates, well, the people don't have any more money to go. What's happening with these people then is that they're actually looking outside Dublin. And with the same amount of money the banks will give them, they're now moving to sort of 20, 30 miles outside of Dublin. Those areas are experiencing greater demand, and those prices are actually going up. And I would see that trend continuing. So if you looked at the property market in general, you might think, oh, prices are remaining the same. You kind of need to delve deeper. You kind of need to look at, where are you looking at buying? So my prediction would be as follows. If rates remain the same, Dublin will probably flatline it for next year. Okay. If I was to make a call which way, I still would say the gap between supply and demand is big enough for there still to be some, because I'm still experiencing some bidding wars going on. But outside Dublin, I would consider people would be moving away from Dublin to the outskirts, and I would see the prices there going up more than going up in Dublin. Now, if rates start to come down, all bets are off here, by the way, okay? Because we've still got a gap between supply and demand. That might change. Suddenly the people who are now moving outside of Dublin, if the rates start to come back down, they may feel they can buy in Dublin, okay? So I might flip my prediction a little bit on that basis, whereby I would say that if that happens, you're going to have Dublin would go up, right? Probably 3 or 4%, and the increase in what's happening outside of Dublin wouldn't be as dramatic, because some of the demand would shift back to Dublin, you know? So I probably covered all bases there, but if you were to ask me to nail it, I don't think rates will go down as quickly as we would hope. And I really hope I'm wrong with this, by the way, because I'm hoping rates will come down and it's going to be cheaper for people to buy houses. But there's my call. I'm standing by that right now. Well, everyone, that was 2023 looked back on, and the predictions for 2024. Hoping you all have a great Christmas and a great break. And obviously, if you're looking to get yourself ready to buy your home in 2024, you know where I am. Looking forward to helping you next year. All the best for now.